you being used as a vessel in some way, shape, or form is being expressed for some demonic shit. And you may not know you're getting used as a vessel for some demonic shit because the only thing in your mind is you getting a check. The only thing in your mind is I'm successful. The only thing in your mind is I'm from point A and point B in this motherfucker shit. But the way the shadow government have rocked you to sleep, now you don't understand that we're in a time you could have created your own circumstance, a stability, especially in a fixated way to the point that they'd be copying you. And that takes us into the energy right now of understanding, preparing for the motherfucking full moon. The moon to get to heaven got to go through hell first. Moon going through Taurus. And both of these things is hell to a certain degree. But you know what I'm saying? With the moon and motherfucking Taurus in this goddamn bitch, this is going to put us in a situation where we need to react and respond more sturdy, more stable, more practical, what makes more sense, and things of that nature. Can't be too much in your feelings and emotions if your feelings and emotions is not practical, not rational, actually makes sense in some way, shape, or form. So you may get emotionally flunked out during this particular time due to the fact of not having stable emotions or not having stable feelings or not having stable circumstances to yourself. So for the most part, and you don't have to be too selfish or too self-centered, but still actually look at the situation as a whole to see if it actually makes sense. Is it practical? Does it protect you? Does it have safety? Does it have security? Does it have support in it? Does it have a foundation in it that you don't have to feel vulnerable in some way, shape, or form? And therefore, that's the energy of the moon in Taurus. Now, so for the most part, it's going to get ready to conjunct Uranus. So we all need to change the way we've been reacting and responding to our forms of gaining stability, security, safety, support, and shelter. A lot of times we're looking at a lot of things that we're doing as negative already due to the fact of how the shadow government reflangled our mind to the point that you could be the poor righteous preacher that's teaching everybody not to even put themselves in a situation to make money and things of that nature, and see you're lost on the other polar shifts of things. So a lot of times we adding a whole bunch of things to what we're thinking is negative, which it ain't what we see, and it's how we see it. And it's our ability to transmute these things of that nature. And right now we're able to see that. And the shadow government don't even have a hold on what they used to have a hold on when it comes to the signs and symbols and the images to rock us to sleep, to make us feel like we got to do these things for security, stability, support, shelter, and safety. You see what I'm saying? So Uranus is taking all of us through a mental flop right now in order to understand it's time for us to gain our own stability and security in some way, shape, or form. And there's all kind of new ways to motherfucking do that. So if you're not getting with the goddamn program, it's kind of like the shadow government is going to force you to do it in their way. And that's why they're creating like metaverse and all this other motherfucking flunked out ass goddamn shit, to the point that your only way of feeling normal, your only way of feeling like you are a part of something in some way is actually utilizing these apps. And these apps can be showing us very detriment shit that we may not be paying attention to due to the fact of just wanting to get a dollar, or, you know, just wanting to be in the form of stability, security, safety, support, and shelter. So they know how to play on us and shit like that. And if you don't know how to peep game, this how you will play yourself. And once you motherfucking play yourself, then what the fuck you gonna do? Because all you gonna do is start motherfucking complaining about shit. So it's all about what you bring to the fucking table. What did you bring to the goddamn esoteric table? That's how God gonna look at it. Because we see what the Jews brought, we see what the other government brought, we see what all these different, the G's, the J, the Greeks, what all these motherfuckers shit come together and things of that nature. So now we in a situation where it's like, what the fuck did you bring to the goddamn table during this goddamn transit of Taurus being ready to conjunct, goddamn it, ooh shit, pardon me. The moon is getting ready to conjunct, goddamn it, Uranus. So for the most part, all those changes and things of that nature that our emotions may go through is going to make us look at it like this. What was you putting on the goddamn esoteric table right now? Because these are the things that you can utilize to transmute and manifest. Or did you sit there and play around? You know what I'm saying? Or did you sit there and just fuck over yourself? You know what I'm saying? Did you sit there and have ice hockey hands? You know what I'm saying? Or was you a wet kicking ninja monkey or whatever the hell you was, or whatever the case may be? You know what I'm saying? however the case may be, or saying a little wet kitchen mouse, or however the case. But God want to know what was you actually partaking in and plugging saying in and shit like that for the most part. And that's going to be the energy that you're able to utilize and shape and transmute and transform. Now here's the thing: a lot of y'all may not have the due to the fact like everybody else shit, you know what I'm saying, different transitions is moving. So as the moods change, aka the moons and the transits, our moves change and we start to feel different also about the change and shit like that, and have to react or respond to the world in different ways. But anytime that we haven't been acting in the way that we were supposed to, aka riding the current, we're going to start to reap what we sow. We're going to start to manifest the shit that we was doing when we was getting washed up under the current, but lying to ourselves and justifying it like that wasn't what we was doing. So for the most part, this puts us in a situation where the universe and the moon is going to look at you like what the fuck did you put on the motherfucking esoteric table in this motherfucker shit? And did you put that too much on people around you, or did you put that on yourself? Because a lot of times we got problems with putting too much of that on our mama. We got too much problems with putting that on our drunk ass aunties, our uncles and shit like that, or our relatives or our friends and shit like that. And then we be sitting around waiting for them like motherfucker grandparents was waiting for Jesus and this motherfucker shit and things of that nature. And then that's when the moon go in the goddamn Taurus, and then it's gonna make us self-reflect on what have we brought to the goddamn table before we expect anything to be brought on a table in some way, shape, or form. And that's gonna be the energy that is showing us. And then once we start to look at that, we're gonna start to know what role or what position we need to play within this new concept that we're going through right now, as far as all these new shifts, this new world we're going through, new ways of materializing, maternalizing, sufficientalizing, which is a new word, but sufficientalizing yourself into new ways of conducting, new ways of organizing, new ways of associating yourself and shit like that. So you got the peep game too. So it's about developing a motherfucking goddamn it product